quiet, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feet.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
That works for me. Oh, all right. I was wondering what the hell happened. I gotta change something real quick. Oh, yeah, that's what I want on it. That's what I want on it. Yep. This defense is terrible. Shit. Oof. My God. Oh, man, I'm nervous. Hold on.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Oh, wait a second. Oh, damn.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Am I allowed to put in A.J. Green?
And that's run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
True out formation.
From midfield here, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 39 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponents.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to put him in. Oh, yeah. Chubb. I'm already knowing. Yeah, I'm putting him in the game. Fuck that. I'm a needy. Thank you, boo. My girl's so nice. Yeah, let's see how this works, because I might switch that up. Let's get it.
That's the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10
Gino.
at their own
25-yard
line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully.
Yeah, done last.
Stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell
That should have been
Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
First down, Cleveland.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. I'm sure. I am sure of it.
A first carry
yes, sir.
For Nick Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
Hey, and we gonna hit though. We gonna hit.
1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Mayfield. And an alley to run.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he nearly
yes,
got
sir,
the
Pratt.
first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb.
No. Good shit.
Got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Can we hit him? Okay, let's hit him.
On third down, Nixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because
let's go,
man.
Come up and
we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense
why you come up?
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit.
Right
maybe
there for the pick. Why you come
next
up?
time you have the ball.
A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, Mayfield. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now they return to the ground.
Yes, sir.
And he is swallowed
big
up
loss
at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield from the gun on third down.
Yes!
And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. From the 38, Dalton. Oh, his ball's tipped and intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That's why I took control of him.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Y'all knock each other out the way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans Browns a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Well, you know, writing down your
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Let's go,
It's intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to have to hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross.
He gone. He gone.
A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. You got to step right. Watch the edge. Hey.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
I be hating that.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Pull him back. Like, they need to put something in there where he pulls him back.
And good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Let's go, Jackson. Let's go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. The goal of a wide receiver screen is getting enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yeah, I know. I really didn't want nobody to be over there by himself.
I mean,
you think about it. You're in the AFC West by yourself. You easily going to the playoffs. I mean, you're going to the playoffs regardless, but just think about how much easier it would have been if you playing all computer teams.
You feel me? As he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two.
That's why I said you going regardless, but I'm just saying imagine if you playing a computer.
They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
We're going to keep it. That's all right.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
How you do that? Just flick up, just flick the right joystick up.
Territory now with a 1st and 10.
Like you got to press it up or just flick it up?
Gotcha. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Yeah, Mo dude. Yeah.
This drive is pretty clear. It almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
132 fighter. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds.
They run again.
Let's go.
1st down, Chubb. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, Zeno.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
Come on, Gino, get there.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it.
He didn't slide.
He didn't slide.
You got to give me that hit.
Closer for 3rd down.
You got to give me that hit, yo.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw.
That was my fault. I messed that all up.
Touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Hey, 133.
They'll run with
No, you
Chubb.
didn't. We went to the other side.
For a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, Phillips.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get the block. Oh, face mask. Something.
The 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Get through there.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Hold on. I got to make a change here. I got to make a change here. Got to make a change here. All right, let's go.
Football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the carry, it's Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Going for it all.
Did you just see him just stop when he could have came in and
blitzed? The arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to. Oh, no, he
Told
lost
you.
The football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock,
it was coming out.
Get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw here, Dalton. Open man is lost, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Love it with a passion, yo.
On 1st down, Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
The first one, the first thing you ran, he was sitting right there waiting on it.
Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
I ain't even got a truck. Take him for a ride.
Down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Another carry for the leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And an alley to run. Past the 20.
I should have stopped it like
as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set up on defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it down, punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Point it right.
Mayfield. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Regular. Alert. Hurry. 57. Hey, wahoo. 6-6. Bullet hop.
Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? And you go for it. What is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go for the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. So now Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Chubb. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Chubb.
There you go.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's get to him.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. The backup Stanton ready for his first throw. Buying time to his left. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot.
Yeah, like you got to be inside that 45. Your 45 to be able to go for it, unless it's like 4th and 1, you can go for it any time, or if it's 4th quarter and you lose.
Playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Geno Atkins. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Nigga beat the double team. That's what I'm talking about, Geno.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon.
Glenn,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
You make the money you make for a reason.
Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Oh, man.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
My boy Ronald. Zito.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert.
Why didn't he let me call a timeout?
And he got it.
Wow.
The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's pandemonium in the dog pound as the Browns are going to win the football game. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.